Who would win in a real fight between Jim Kelly versus Olivier Gruner? When news broke that Jim Kelly and Olivier Gruner would finally settle their rivalry in the ring, the martial arts community went absolutely wild. This wasn't just another fight, this was the collision of two completely different fighting philosophies, two contrasting styles that had been brewing for years. The backstory? Both men had carved their names into martial arts legend through different paths. Kelly, the lightning-fast karate champion from Enter the Dragon fame, versus Gruner, the methodical kickboxer whose European tournament dominance had made him a force to be reckoned with. Their mutual respect had always been tinged with the question, who would win in a real fight? Kelly entered the arena like a predator stalking prey. His reputation preceded him. This was a man who could throw 6 punches in the time most fighters threw 2. Standing 6'2" with the lean, muscular build of a classical martial artist, Kelly represented speed incarnate. His strengths were absolutely terrifying to opponents. Kelly's hand speed was legendary. Witnesses described his combinations as invisible until they landed. His footwork was poetry in motion, allowing him to slip in and out of range like a phantom. The man had reflexes that seemed almost supernatural, honed through years of point fighting tournaments where split-second timing meant everything. But here's where it gets interesting. Kelly's greatest strength was also his potential weakness. His style relied heavily on distance management and precise timing. He was a surgical striker, preferring to pick apart opponents with calculated attacks rather than engage in prolonged exchanges. This approach had served him well in tournaments, but against a pressure fighter, it could become problematic. Kelly's tournament background meant he was used to fighting under specific rules. Point sparring were the first clean technique scored. Real combat, even in a controlled environment, demanded different skills. His conditioning, while excellent for short bursts, hadn't been tested in grinding, extended battles. When Gruner stepped into the arena, you could feel the atmosphere shift. This wasn't just another fighter. This was a man who'd built his reputation on being absolutely unstoppable once he got started. His 5'11" frame carried the kind of functional muscle that came from years of serious European kickboxing, not just show. Gruner brought something Kelly had rarely faced: relentless pressure combined with devastating power. His kickboxing background gave him incredible leg techniques. Those shins were like steel pipes wrapped in human flesh. His tournament record spoke volumes. Multiple European championships across different organizations, with a fighting style that simply overwhelmed opponents through systematic destruction. The Frenchman's conditioning was legendary. Stories circulated about his training regiment in the French military and later in Thai camps. Hours of kicks, thousands of repetitions, the kind of dedication that bordered on obsession. Gruner could maintain high-intensity output for extended periods, something that gave him a massive advantage in longer fights. His mental game was equally impressive. Gruner had that rare European fighting mentality, technical precision combined with warrior's heart. He'd been hurt in fights before, but never stopped pressing the action. This psychological warfare often broke opponents before the physical battle did. But Gruner had his vulnerabilities too. His aggressive style sometimes left him open to counterattacks from faster opponents. Against Kelly's speed, his methodical approach might prove too predictable. His kicks, while powerful, required commitment, and commitment creates windows of opportunity for the right opponent. When the bell rang, Kelly immediately established his rhythm. His jab flicked out like a snake's tongue, testing distance and timing. Gruner began his methodical advance, cutting off angles with textbook European kickboxing footwork. The first significant exchange came 90 seconds in. Kelly landed a picture-perfect reverse punch that snapped Gruner's head back, drawing blood. The crowd erupted. This was the Kelly they'd come to see. But Gruner's response was brutal, a low kick that buckled Kelly's lead leg, followed by a right cross that grazed his temple. This pattern continued through early rounds. Kelly would score with lightning-fast combinations, but Gruner kept coming forward, absorbing punishment and dishing out systematic European destruction. By the fourth round, something shifted. Kelly's movement had lost that effortless quality. Those leg kicks were accumulating damage, making his footwork less crisp. Meanwhile, Gruner looked like he was just getting warmed up. The decisive moment came in round 5. Kelly threw his signature jab cross-hook sequence, but Gruner was ready. He absorbed the jab, slipped the cross, and stepped inside. Suddenly, Kelly found himself in Gruner's world, close range, where power trumped speed. Gruner unleashed a devastating body shot that doubled Kelly over, followed by a knee strike. For the first time, the American legend looked genuinely hurt. The 8th round was pure warfare. Kelly, knowing he was behind, threw caution to the wind. His combinations came in rapid-fire succession, each a potential fight-ender. But Gruner weathered the storm, pressing forward with relentless European fighting spirit. When the final bell rang, Olivier Gruner won by unanimous decision. Gruner imposed his European fighting philosophy on the match. While Kelly had moments of brilliance, Gruner controlled the overall pace. His conditioning allowed him to maintain intensity, while Kelly's speed deteriorated. Both men left as legends, but only one left as victor.